Hey everyone, I'm Shamal. You can call me Shem, and this is the Reflection Rooms. Welcome. I had a few messages that came through today, so I'm sharing my first one. Now, I was just sorting my tarot. I didn't have any intention of actually starting the reading, but the cards already started to flip out. And the first one that flipped out was Judgment, but in the reverse. And my first knowing was someone's awakening isn't going the way they thought it would. In fact, it's like as if they feel like they're having a reversed awakening, if that's even possible, right? But that's just that's the energy they're feeling right now. So then I was guided to use soul coaching, and I thought, well, let me sort through those. And as soon as I went to sort through it, a burst of cards came out. One landed straight on top of the Judgment, but this way. And it was Awakening, and it looked exactly like this. What a specific choice, eh, Spirit? So here we are. And it's clear whoever this is for, your awakening is not going as you feel. Now, I pulled two more cards, but I haven't turned them yet for tarot. And I was using the Light Seers deck. And then the rest of the cards that burst out, I just picked them up and I lumped them there. Haven't turned them yet, but I'm just going to see what comes to me. At the bottom of the deck, we had Grace. Number 25 or 7 could be relevant, but this was at the bottom of the deck. All right. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is somebody's, I'm getting the literal name of grace, but giving yourself grace and being asked to give yourself grace, and also your team being behind you and really coming in at this point and just giving you that hug, giving you that grace, giving you that moment where you don't have to feel like everything is just just rocking you right now. You see what I mean? So now I'm gonna feed into this card, and as far as I'm concerned, it's like Groundhog Day, but for awakening. So who I'm talking to right now, you could be going through a moment where it's like you thought your awakening was going to look a certain way, or you've been told that it's supposed to look a certain way, or you've been here like thinking, okay, I've already done this. Why am I looping back into this? Why does it feel like a never-ending story? Why does it feel like a mirror image of the things that I should have already got past? And just happening right now to my higher self, look. and yours, right? But by the way, this is where this grace is coming from. This is where you're asked to, and I'm hearing, finally give yourself the grace to just be here. Be in this experience here. The escapism that you think that awakening will bring you from, and 255, yeah, you have been here before. You have been at this change point before, and it does feel parallel to 2255, another number that may be relevant. It's like a parallel version of a change that you've already been through. It's like your second time round to doing this same epic change, this same epic realization. But there's something you missed the first time round, is what's being told, is what Spirit's saying right now. And whoever your spirit team is, I'm getting heavy angel vibes, heavy cosmic family coming through. It's your guides. It's your guides. They're just saying, look, yes, you have been here before. Yeah, but there was something you didn't catch the first time, was to have way more grace for yourself. Be gracious with yourself. Be gracious with this experience. You know, it's like that, right? So take time with yourself. Take time with this way around. And it's not a kind of stop off and smell the roses by any means, but trying to rush your way through it is not the way to go through it. Just go through it. It's like running through the bramble bush. Sometimes you're better off just step by step walking your way through, climbing through this moment. Because if you try and run through it, sometimes you trip and you're there for longer. And now you're spending time picking yourself up. And I'm actually brought to think about somebody feeling like they're stuck in the loop of it. Like they're stuck in the loop of this awakening, like it's like I had one already and now I'm having to have another one. No, now you're choosing to have another one. You don't have to experience it in the same way. Are you sitting in the same feelings you did when you were? And I'm not saying when it was posed to you the first time, when you experienced it the first time, are you coming back and meeting it with that same energy? Or are you meeting it with open arms? So I'm going to delve into where you're at right now, where your energies are at right now, moving forward with this. And I'm going to flip the two next cards that I had here from we got the moon in reverse. Okay, this is for somebody who is really already deeply into their journey. And this time you feel like you're doing it, but there are no illusions here. There are no secrets here anymore. There are no stones left unturned, I'm hearing. Okay, now this is making sense. So on my way here, I was actually, as I was coming down the stairs, as I was getting ready, I picked up some crystals, and this is obsidian, black obsidian and tiger's eye. And from this, I'm seeing it like your eyes have been opened, but for the second time. But I'm seeing that this time it's different. This time, however, it's like there's an upgrade to this. So maybe you had the first time you thought, okay, I've had, like, for example, a Kundalini awakening. What else is there for me to go through? And then now it's like, okay, I'm seeing and hearing spirit in another way. Something else is coming online for you, but you feel like, why do I have to start from the beginning again? Like, why does it have to feel so rough? And it doesn't. It's just an opportunity to love on yourself in these moments. Literally, we're getting, just sit still with it for a bit and just give yourself a hug. Hold yourselves in this moment. Hold still. It's like you're fussing your way through this. It's like you're fighting your way through this to just kind of like hurry it up, rush it on to get to the other side of this. But nah, this time you wanted to face it because you didn't want to have any illusions around what every piece of it felt like. And it's as if you're going through it again to show yourself that, to kind of put validation. Why am I getting this sense of validation for the first time you went through? I don't know who didn't give you validation the first time you went through this, but now, like back then, was none of their business. That's for somebody. And then we're getting Three of Swords in reverse. There's some illusions that you're not having anymore around heartache and letting it go, and what it is to heal, and traumas that you're letting go. The first time round was quite traumatic for some of you, I'm hearing. As if when you went through what people called an awakening, or what's called an awakening the first time, it was hard for you. For some of you, you actually literally felt like you're heartbreaking or loss or grief, or like your heart space opening. Maybe for some of you, you felt like you were going through actually like some problems with your heart, like heart problems. And then you found out, nah, it wasn't the case. It's like you found out the truth. That it wasn't actually a heart problem. It is. And maybe the second time around you all are going through this, it's like you felt it in your chest, and then like you went and investigated about it, and finally it wasn't what you thought it was. All this time it was just your vessel talking back to you like, these are the changes we're looking to make now. We're ready. And it was for you to just fall into it. And I'm hearing for some of you, that was a trust fall, and a fall that you didn't really want to do. You felt like, yeah, but I didn't ask for this the first time. It's like you fell into it the first time. And it's like you're being asked the second time to let go of that. Let go of that. Let go of the first time it came around. The second time doesn't have to be like that, because this time you know what parts of yourself to love on more. You could take this as an opportunity to love yourself deeper. Now I'm going to flip the rest of these cards that flew out. And let me tell you about these cantankerous cards, right? They flew out, and some of them were even on, like stuck on the skirting board. And as soon as they were stuck like that, I was trying to like pry them off. And I was just like, yeah, it's like stuck to sticking to the edges that you know, like as if, and I'm seeing someone like going to a party for the first time and feeling like, nah, I'm just gonna post myself up here. I'm chilling, like I'm just gonna be here. You're like, you don't want to get too deep into socializing. You just sticking to your guns about it. So it's interesting to see what these will be around. Okay, so the first card we're getting is abundance. Number one, starting again. What's this abundance around? What a beautiful card. You know, I didn't even know that this pack held a card called abundance. And very often I sit down and I go, if I have a new pack and I'm really excited about it, and trust, I was excited to get that pack. And I'll sit down and I'll lay all of them down, and I'll look through them, and I'll feel them out, and I'll sit with it. But I don't remember this card, and it's number one. There's something I'm to read from this book about this. Abundance. But what I'm getting before I do start reading, now look. It's like what I'm getting is somebody who's had many, you're not new to this. It's like you always have epiphanies. You always have aha moments, but you don't sit with them for long enough to let them set sail. And that's where I'm getting these balloons. It's like you're abundant in the things you need to just let go of, and just let it go to wherever it's supposed to go. Let these things go. That's why I'm getting the Three of Swords in reverse. And all this letting go, all these arms out. Okay, yeah. There's a lot this time you're going to have to let go of. And I say this in full compassion because I'm there. Full disclosure, I'm there. I'm there with you in that. You know? And sometimes they just be like, you know what? Just cut the cord on all of it and let it all go. And I'm seeing this is going to be a team effort, but your team is right behind you. Again, I'm seeing, look, they're watching you, if you can see closer, they're watching you from a distance as you do this, as this happens for you. You know what I mean? And as you let each of these things go, you're much lighter for it. Things open up. For everything you let go, it's like many possibilities open up. For each heartache you let go, for each moment that was that pinprick, it's the abundance of the amount of adventures it will open up for you. Okay, next card. Portal of Beauty. The Portal of Beauty. We're getting breakthrough here. A breakthrough. And you know why this, and you know what I'm seeing here? Not only am I seeing a Pegasus, which is again like, yeah, you're going to have to take flight with this one, is I'm kind of getting this fiery energy, and I know that this year is the fire horse year. I get it. So, but it doesn't matter when you're seeing this. It's not like the fire horse ceases to exist. We are just asked to be able to amplify what you can do for us this year. This message is timeless. When it finds you, it's going to find you. One, 9, 19. I'm getting 18, 19, 20. Okay, this is what's happening here. I'm actually watching as the numbers are going. This is a parallel journey. This has happened before and many times. But the first time it happened, you didn't see what there was, how much you had to let go of. So the second time round it's happening, yes. It's like it's not so simple as you thought. That's why I got simplicity. This was the card that was stuck in reverse to the skirting board. It's like sticking to not making it simple. And it not being, sticking to it being difficult. Sticking to the idea of it being difficult. Sticking to the difficulties of it. And not seeing the beauty of it. And here, oh my gosh, this spread is so beautiful for you guys. Okay. So simplicity is actually 45, which is 9. All right? This is the ending. This is you closing out. This is like life path 9 kind of feelings. This, if you're into numerology, if you know what I'm talking about, this life path 9 energy is, this is not your first way around the block, but this may be your last. Or at least your last in the understanding of that you have a hold today. But you're on the precipice of something so brand new that you're going to feel all the way different, all the way completely changed. This is a complete change. So I'm getting that 9 there for the simplicity. And it hasn't been simple, and you didn't see the beauty in it the first time because it was, and I mean, for some, complicated. And for some of you, you were just like more worried about how much how much it would take for you to let go of everything, what you would lose, not seeing that you didn't have to cut away at these things and lose anything. You could just jump on board and go with one of them. And then I got the 6 and the 9 for the breakthrough, which is mirroring again. The first time was an opportunity to just step into something beautiful, but this time it's a breakthrough to see it as such. The breakthrough here is you not seeing it as complicated and just seeing it as just another beautiful portal for you to move through. You're never going to sit here and give yourself shit cakes. You're going to give yourself flowers every single time. And anything that's shown you otherwise has been part of that illusion. Which brings me to the moon in reverse. That's the illusion you're letting go of, that things can't be beautiful, that breakthroughs have to be difficult, that this awakening thing has to be complicated. You're letting it go, literally. And we got 1-8 here, which is a 9. And you're starting over again. And we got this 2, 2, 5, 5. You're starting over again. The changes are going through. And you know, that's funny because some of you are like, this nervous energy about this time around. But this is where you're asked to give yourself grace. What awaits you on the other side of this portal? I don't even have to read from the book Abundance. No. All right. What awaits this? What awaits the collective for this? Like, what awaits you? I know, I'm hearing it don't feel simple. For some of you, I'm getting the energy of sitting down and watching this like, listen, girl, listen, I get it, but it didn't feel simple. And that's the thing. I know. I see that. There's a hella things to let go of, right? To the point where you told yourself, I couldn't let go of everything, then what would I have left to hold on to? The answer is nothing. Either way, you're going to have to let go. You see that? Either way. And you know what? I'm fussing with my eye. I'm good, but I'm fussing with my eye. It's like, that was what you didn't see the first time around. That's like what you had difficulty seeing the first time around. What awaits this letting go, this release, this stepping into this portal of beauty? Okay, something flipped out and landed smack bang on the awakening card. Smothering. I'm not your pet. Interesting. Give me more. Old paths and goals lose their appeal. Redirected routes. Yo. Okay. 'Tis clear. All right. Okay. These things you are to let go of are these things. I don't know what you are or who you are responsible for, but it's a lot, and it's led you into your smothering energy. Whether you're the one being smothered or doing the smothering, this is literally what fell out like that. This is what you have to release either way. The idea that you have to smother, the idea that you are being smothered, the idea that you can't show grace without smothering. The idea that someone is your pet or that you are someone's pet. Because right here I'm getting 7. I'm getting old paths and goals lose their appeal. Redirected route. It's not hitting like it used to either way. It's like, you know what, come to think of it, I don't even want to do it like that anymore. You know what, come to think of it, it's easier for me to do it like this. This redirection is going to be a beautiful breakthrough for you. And it's going to be more simple than you think. What else awaits the collective? Thank you. And it's landed right on breakthrough. Final adjustments, it will hold. 9 again, wow. 9 again and fell out straight on breakthrough, which is 9-9. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you're going into this like, I've been here before and it didn't hold up. Am I going to just go through this and it's not going to hold up? And I'm hearing, yeah, well, the first time you didn't realize how abundant you were. The first time round, you didn't catch all the things that you could have let go of. The first time round, you could have shown yourself a lot more grace. This is a you game here. And while it can be projected as others right now, it's not. You're to sit in your stillness about this. What else are you asking right now? These are the things you're asked to look at right now. This is the things your team's asking you to look at. That you're asking yourself to look at. Maybe you don't want to look at it, but here we go, right? All right. Again, this slow to come business. This, I don't want to look at it though. What's the resistance here? There's been resistance this whole way. Loki? This is why you're here the second time round. I can relate. Okay. Oh, 7 again. 7 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going through it. You're going through it. You're going through it. You're trying to see if there's another way to get through the door. And it's like, you're like, that's why my eyes were going. You're like, I'm going to stay here until someone gives me, just give me another way through here. And this is your team answering that. There is going to be another way through. And it's going to be through sitting with yourself in silence. Loving on yourself in these moments. And letting go. Letting it all go. You know exactly this time what you're to let go of because you felt it in your chest before and it weighed heavy on your heart. And the first time this happened, it was scary. And you asked to not go back there and it's fine, but now you find yourself somewhere else. But it's not nicer. But it's back around. And if it's one thing you're abundant in, it's the opportunity to step forward for yourself. This breakthrough is coming regardless. And it will hold. And you are going to be on the other side of this. Because this is This is what awaits. Your beauty being reflected back onto you. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. This has been your reflections. And yeah, much love to you. Till next time. Ciao.